See the question. Draw the projections of a triangular prism of side 20 mm and axis 45 mm if it is resting on HP with its axis parallel to both HP and VP and 25 mm in front of VP. Now we can construct the three-dimensional geometry of this question, and from the question it is clear that this one is the case of a triangular prism. So for the representation of this question, we require three mutually perpendicular planes, and here it is represented by these three planes. Vertical plane is represented in blue color, VP, and the horizontal plane HP is represented in green color, and this one represents the side plane. So these three planes are mutually perpendicular to each other. Now to understand the geometry of this triangular prism, we have to represent the two faces of the triangular prism. So this one is the left side and this one is the right side face. Now we are going to represent the three corners of the left face of the triangular prism as A, B and C. Similarly, the right face of the triangular prism as 1, 2 and 3. Now in question it is given that the triangular prism is resting on HP and 25 mm in front of VP. So this is the condition. Now this triangular prism is resting on HP and this distance is 25 mm and the axis of the prism is 45 mm length. That means the distance A1 or 2B is equal to 45 mm. So this is the present condition. And when we are looking from this side, front side, we'll get the projections of the left side corners A, B and C here, and similarly corresponding to the right face 1, 2, 3, we'll get the corresponding projections on the vertical plane here. Now join all these points, you will get one rectangle and that one represents the front view of the triangular prism. Similarly, when we are looking from top side, so this one will be the top view of the question, and corresponding to top side again you have to join all these corners and that rectangle formed will give the top view of the triangular prism. Now we are going to observe the triangular prism from the left side. Now project all these corners on the side plane, you will get the side view and that one will be one triangle. So this is the three-dimensional representation of the triangular prism and the different views observed in vertical plane, horizontal plane and side plane. Now we are going to draw the two-dimensional view. We are going to convert this three-dimensional geometry into a 2D plane and that will be the answer of the question. And for that we have to represent the intersection of vertical and horizontal plane here. This is the XY line, this straight line represents the intersection of HP and VP, and the place above or the plane above the XY line represented as HP and the plane below the XY line is represented as VP, vertical plane. So first of all we have to construct this triangle, and for that it is given that the side is 20 mm. Now draw the triangle with the side length 20 mm and mark the points A double dash, B double dash, C double dash. Since this is the side view, it has to be represented as double dash. So this A double dash, B double dash and C double dash. This one is the side view of the triangular prism. Now mark the axis or the center point of the face and it can be represented by letter O. Now draw the projections to the left side. Now here we have to consider another line YZ. Now draw the projections perpendicular to this YZ line. Then we are going to represent the length of the triangular prism. It is given as 45 mm. Then mark that distance 45 mm. So we can see that here the top corners of the prism are 3 dash and C dash, and the bottom corners are 1 dash A dash. Now mark all these points 1 dash, 3 dash, A dash, C dash. These are the corners. Now join these corners. So this one will be the front view of the triangular prism. It is represented by dashes 1 dash, 3 dash, C dash and A dash. Then again, for getting the top view of the triangular prism, draw the projections from these points perpendicular to XY line. Then it will be at a distance of 25 mm from the XY line. So the top view will be at a distance of 25 mm from the XY line. So that data is given in question. Now again, draw the projection lines which is drawn at an angle of 45 degree. Then again draw the corresponding projection lines which is meeting at an angle 45 degree to these two lines. Then extend the projection line leftwards, and these lines will meet the corresponding corners, and it can be represented by 1, 2 and 3, the right faces, and A, B, C, which are the left faces. Now mark the corresponding corners and join the different corners. Now this rectangle will represent the top view of the triangular prism. So this is the final answer, and for drawing that, first of all we have to consider the side view, which is represented by A double dash, B double dash, C double dash, which is obtained by marking the corners at a distance 20 mm together. Then for getting the front view, draw the corresponding projections perpendicular to the YZ line. Now corresponding to length 45 mm, which is the axis length of the triangular prism, mark the different corners 1 dash, 3 dash, C dash, A dash, and this rectangle represent the front view of the triangular prism. And again, for getting this top view, mark 145 degree line, then draw the projections from the XY line. So this will meet the corresponding points here. Then extend the lines to leftwards and draw the projections from front view points in downward direction, and this will meet the corresponding points at 1, 2, 3, A, B and C. Then join all these corners, and this rectangle will represent the front view of the question.